Hey guys, Zennosh here and welcome to CounterSide, and damn, we are going to get the first ever update in the CounterSide SEA version, and that's going to be tomorrow, May 27. And let's see the details of this incoming update. Let's see what we are going to get, alright? So looking into the details of the update that's going to come tomorrow in CounterSide SEA version, it says, Dear boss, kilos, factor responses, blah blah blah. Anyways, maintenance time is gonna be starting on 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. So that's gonna be a 2-hour long update on May 27, 2021 GMT plus 7. That's gonna be the Thailand time. Object all service. Yes, all the service will be updated out there. Compensation 300 quartz will be given to us after the update. And updates, guys. New content. Number 1. New CrossRoads event. So finally, the event is here. Alright, because the event is actually a great source of the credits out there. You definitely want to farm out there in the event stages in order to get a lot of credits like per the like that Eternium that you are going to spend in the content out there, alright? And definitely with event, we are going to get even more rewards out there. So far, the CounterSide events had been so generous in providing so many materials in order to upgrade our units, upgrade our ship, and so on and on, man. It's so good so far. So yes, we have got a lot of expectations out here. Number 2. New recruitments. Joo Shiyoung and Karin Wong probability up. Yes, we are going to get 2 new units, 2 new SSR characters, and now it's time to look into their details. Let's see what they are made of, okay? So first of all, guys, looking into their skills out here, right over here. First, let's start with the Joo Shiyoung, and that's gonna be her icon over here. She's a striker type unit, and she can only target the ground units, alright? So that's gonna be it. And she's a DPS counter type unit. Anyways, looking into her first attack, it's a basic melee attack, so there's no AoE damage out there. She's only gonna hit 1 target, okay? And when we are going to look into her max upgrade skill out here, it's just going to provide a basic attack plus 5%, just like the usual. When we are looking into her passive skill, reduces the range damage received by 30%. That is so great. Striker's main enemy, definitely that would be the sniper. So if you are actually going to reduce the incoming range damage, definitely that's going to be a great stuff in order to sustain in the battlefield out there against the damage coming from the snipers like Shaolin, right? Yes, there we go, guys. So pretty good stuff out here. Each 5 basic attacks switch to counter stance and return 1 range attack back to the target. Wow, that is great. So C is really out here meant to be countering the range type units, especially those snipers. Alright, so there we go, guys, because every 5th basic attack is going to assume that counter stance, and if she's gonna get hit, she's just gonna counter right away. Boom, there we go, guys. And it's a range type attack as well, even though she is a striker type unit. If there is no attack received during the counter stance, guess what? Her evasion is gonna be improved by 50% for a total of 8 seconds. That is great, man. For any kind of unit out there, being able to improve his or her evasion at the in the front line is gonna be a really great help. Evasion will allow you to evade the incoming damages, allowing you to intake the reduced damage, as well as there are so many like other negative status effects that will not be applicable to you, like hit stuns and so on and on. So it's a really great stuff, as she is going to be the frontline unit. These are the things that she is definitely going to require. So for now, so far, so good. I mean, this is really unique out here. And when we are going to provide this maximum upgrade to her passive skill, increase the counter attack damage plus 30%. Wow, that's great. Meaning like whenever she is going to counter those snipers, or possibly even rangers, she is actually going to deal that 30% additional counter damage. And definitely that can be quite helpful, because most of the time the snipers, they have very low defense. Like there are so many other units out there that have like 0 defense. Yes, the snipers, some of the snipers, they have 0 defense, alright? Add buff 30% attack speed for 8 seconds when the counter is not triggered. Wow, that's great. Like in addition to 50% evasion boost, she's also gonna get like that 30% of attack speed boost. Amazing! Amazing, amazing. I like that. I like that. That means like if she's going to get that attack speed boost of 30%, think about it. She is actually going to assume that counter stance even faster. Wow, I'm like, wow. This is great. I mean, like, there's a really great synergy within this passive skill, and it's already starting to look so good. Anyways, now let's look into her the first active skill, leap above enemies and perform a combo range attack, and it seems to be an AoE attack that actually has 3 valid targets and it has a 22-second cooldown. And well, later on, if you are going to provide it a max upgrade, the effective hit is just going to be +1 out here, so that means total of 4 units will be hit, and seems to be very normal type of skill. There's no CC out here, not much to really expect, not much of utility, not much of like any kind of like damage booster, a buff effect going on around. So this skill is already dragging her behind. Next is gonna be her ultimate skill. Inject mysterious power into the sword. Attack the front. Attack power and damage received reduced +10% for 15 seconds after the skill. Targets being stunned for 3 seconds. Wow, that's great. And it has a cooldown of 40 seconds. And with the max upgrade, it will actually reduce by 8 seconds. That means in every 32 seconds, you will be able to use this AoE attack that can have 3 valid targets. And she is actually going to reduce the received damage, and she can even stun the targets for about 3 turns, which is definitely a great stuff for the gauntlet matches. So wow, looking into her kits, she definitely is actually pretty awesome. I mean, like, as a striker, she has that ability to improve her evasion that is actually going to allow her to take the reduced damage, as well as nearly somewhat immunity to any kind of negative status effects. That's such a great thing. And she's actually going to take a reduced damage incoming from the snipers or rangers. That's even better. And she's actually going to provide herself the 30% of attack speed boost for the 8 seconds. That is amazing indeed. So there are so many things, but she is a little bit conditional unit, alright? If the things actually don't happen in your way, the way that you want, the problem is that, like, she's a little bit squishy. Yes, her stats are not really that great when it comes to, like, tanking a lot of damage compared to the other striker units out there. That's what it has been said. So guess what, guys? She, as of now, can be a really great unit, but for her to be quite effective, she needs to be aided. She needs to be someone to take the damage for her. She really needs that defender out there being able to take the damage like before her. And with that one, there is a really great utility to her, or else she's just gonna go down, alright? So that's what it has been said. Anyways, for now, she seems to be a pretty great unit. Okay, but I don't think she is gonna be out there to just change the meta out there, because there are so many units out there who are actually just going to be a lot more better at their own roles. Anyways, that's it and done. Now let's move into the next character that is actually being introduced, and that's going to be the Karin Wong, another sniper unit, and she can just I mean, like, wow, she's a ground unit and she can target all the targets. That is great. I mean, like, we have already got the Shaolin, right? The problem with the Shaolin is that she can only target the ground units, whereas our Karin Wong, she can target all the targets. That is great, and she's a DPS type unit. So let's see what she has actually like capability to give to us. Okay, so when we are actually looking into her fast skill, or let's say her basic attack, a basic range attack to front enemy prior air unit, and she has only this one target out here, so that means her basic skill is pretty much a single target attack. And on the full upgrade, there's just attack boost. Okay, no problem. Now let's move on to the second skill, or I mean, like, the passive skill. Okay, if there is no enemy near her closer than 4 meters, so if she can actually safely manage that 4-meter distance between her and the enemy, what's gonna happen is that she's actually gonna set up a station plasma gun. Wow, increases the damage 50%. Jesus Christ, 50% damage increase. Wow, I like that. And deal AoE damage prior to air units. Amazing! Wow, so that means, like, thanks to the passive skill, she has now this ability to deal the AoE damage, and definitely as a sniper, she is definitely gonna boast a lot of damage output with a lot of attack stats. And on top of that one, she's going to increase her damage by 50%, and she can even target air targets. Definitely a great unit, you know, to farm for those APT cores out there in the operation. Oh, no, the simulation. Yes, the simulation. Sorry about that one. It just slipped off my mind. Anyways, yes, in the simulation, she is definitely going to be a really great help out there, because I think that's going to be the place where you are supposed to take care of so many air targets, right? And she actually can do it the most awesome way. So yeah, that's great. I love it. Okay, so far, so good, man. 50% damage boost. Yay, let's get that. And if you are actually going to improve this skill, guess what, guys? Damage versus air unit plus 30%. So wow, so far I think she is definitely going to be the best unit that is actually going to be really great at controlling the airborne units. Okay, yes, because like there are so many few units out there that are actually a specialist against the air units, and now we have got a air opponent specialist that is so good at like bringing down the air opponents, and this is great. I like it. I like it. When we are talking about her, the third skill summons a wall push to the front. Like for like two enemies in front, and it keeps moving forward, taunts every 3 seconds. What the hell? Wow. Does it remind you of someone? Karin Wong. Karin Wong. Karin Wong. Oh my god, this is so great. Karin Wong is one of the best unit out there thanks to his bulwark. And now we have got a new unit who is actually trying to mimic the same kind of stuff out here. Summons a wall, push the enemies to the front. I mean, like, it keeps moving forward, taunting every 3 seconds. It has a cooldown of 30 seconds, which I think is pretty good enough. And guess what, guys? After the full upgrade, the wall damage taken reduces by 10%. And keep on improving the skill, and the wall will have better HP. That means, like, there is a better chance for the wall to keep on sustaining out there, and a lot more sustains out there in the battlefield. Wow, this is amazing. Taunt is already there. Wow, I mean, like, she's already so good at actually maintaining the distance between herself and the opponent out there, and that can be a really great help for her to set up her plasma gun for that 50% increased damage, not only to the ground opponents but also to the air opponents. Amazing, amazing, man. And when we are looking into her ultimate skill, summons Starship, shoot to the front, which has a 4 valid target, which I would say is pretty great, but damn, the cooldown is 54 seconds. Well, there's no like CC effect or whatever that is over here. It's just an AoE skill with a pure damage output, and if you're actually gonna max upgrade it, it's gonna have like 10 seconds cooldown effect reduction, and that means like she's gonna be able to spam her skill every 44 seconds. So far her resume is pretty great, being able to boost her damage output while being able to taunt the opponents, while able to knock back the opponents as well at the same time thanks to a wall push. My god, bring it on, man. She's the air specialist out there, and I think there's gonna be very few like characters out there that's gonna be introduced later on in the game that's going to be a specialist when it comes to dealing the air units. So that's it and done, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go into the final verdict. Okay, so I would really love to thank this guy who actually came up with this one. All right, I just don't know, I will actually try to look out for it later on. Anyways, first of all, when we are actually trying to go for the Joo Shiyoung, that's the character that we actually reviewed first, right? She's SSR type unit and she's a striker type. So what this guy has written right over here is that, like, Joo specializes in countering snipers, that's what I said a while ago, and other ranged characters like Karin Wong and so on and on. They not only deal less damage to her, but she can also reflect the attack back to the attacker because she actually assumes the counter stance, being able to counter the damage, and she can even improve the damage that has been countered. So that is really great indeed. Immediate impact on the meta. So as soon as she is actually going to be introduced, her impact on the meta is going to be 7/10. So that means like she's pretty average unit. Not really that superb. Okay, being able to just push out all the current meta and placing herself as the new meta. Okay, so there's a very like moderate chance. All right. There are already quite a few strong strikers, and while her damage output might be higher, she's kind of squishy. Yeah, that's the problem, man. As a striker, you are not supposed to be squishy out there, because if you are squishy, man, like, you are gonna get burned out real fast. On paper, she's supposed to counter snipers, and while this happens, it's not consistent enough, and she sometimes die without doing anything at all, just like Joo Shiyoung. Alright, yes, the Joo Shiyoung and this Joo Shiyoung. I mean, like, oh my god, that's such a very same type of name. Joo Shiyoung is a SR character out there. You know, the Viper face. Yeah, that is the one that I'm talking about. Well, those both are so like squishy units, man. Alright, so, well, if she's actually gonna die, even without doing anything out there in the battlefield, that is such a useless thing out there. But the good side is that her cost is really low. That's only 3 costs, so that's the reason why her stats are pretty much compromised and can fill the off-tank role. Just don't let her stay alone there. As soon as you let her stay alone, she's gonna die on you. Next is gonna be the future-proofness. Yes, in the future, like, how good is she actually gonna be? That's gonna be 5/10. That's the rating given. She's middle of the pack in both Taiwan and Korea right now, and too inconsistent to be the meta. Yes, well, she actually has that RNG effects going on around. I mean, like, she really actually needs to be attacked in order to become able to like counterattack the target, or to actually become a little bit better striker by improving her invasion as well as her attack speed. But damn, it actually depends upon your RNG, like what you actually need. Maybe like like depending on the situation, you may not be perfectly able to make her something that is actually going to be of use to you. So that's a big problem, man. And is she worth pulling? And it says depends. She will be a good addition to the game, but she's not future proof. So well, you really don't have to actually die hard in order to get her. If she is actually going to be your wifey material, then well, you can go with it, because damn, she has got some real good curves, and man, her outfit and her skin, it actually just looks too good, man. So definitely is a waifu material type in my opinion. So if you are actually going for the looks and for some extra like squad build up, then well, you can go for her. But if you are actually kind of very conservative free to play player, then I would say save your crystals. I mean, like, save your quartz, okay? Save your quartz, save your that green coin, or let's say, what is that called? Damn it, I kind of forgot. The admin coin, alright? Yes, the admin coin. Just save that. And now let's move into the next character, and that's going to be the Karin Wong, and she is definitely another waifu out here. I would say Joo Shiyoung has a lot more appeal to her compared to Karin Wong. But anyways, let's go with the Karin Wong out here, which is a SSR unit, and she's a sniper, a role type unit, alright? Karin can summon a plasma gun and a freaking ship to kill her enemies. Yes, the ship is just right out there, trying to beat up the opponents with some of the really good damage out there. That's great. And when they come too close, she can push them back with the shield similar to Karin Wong. Yes, that's what I told you guys. Karin Wong's shield, and it can taunt the opponents while pushing them back as well, allowing her to maintain that 4 meter of distance so that she can actually bring out her main plasma gun and just shoot out on the opponents. That is so great indeed. She is also really good in the stages with a lot of air units because she targets them first. Wow, that is great. That's what we need, man. There are so many air targets that is such a pain in the ass, especially in the simulation where we are to farm the APT course, right? If I'm not wrong. Yeah, there we go. We have to really kill a lot of air targets, and damn, in that content, Karin Wong is gonna be a shiny unit. Next is going to be the immediate impact on the meta. That's going to be 9/10. Wow. I mean, like, why not, man? I mean, like, you are getting a 50% damage boost right off the bat when she is going to bring out her plasma gun. And you can actually taunt the opponents while also knocking back the opponents out there. I mean, like, what does she not have? And she even has a very like good amazing AoE skill that can actually get rid of so many opponents out there for you in the battlefield, and being able to take care of the like the air units as well. As a sniper, if any kind of opponent kind of tries to sneak into your ship through the air route, she's just gonna stop them right away. So that's the thing. And best thing is that like she actually targets the air units first, so that makes her even more special out here. Immediate impact on the meta 9/10. Another sniper that's a bit stronger than Hanami and weaker or in par to Shower. Okay, nearly on the same type, same level. At least the damage wise, still she brings more utility to the table, and thanks to that, she might be preferred choice, especially in the PvP battle. So that is great indeed. That is really great. Future proofness, guys. Oh my God, it's only 3/10. Yes, for now, she might be one of the best unit out there. She might actually really give you a lot of advantage out there, especially in the PvP battles, okay? But the thing is that, like, for the future, she may not actually hold a very big promise. Why? She's barely used in both Taiwan and Korean version, so invest only if she is your waifu material. Yes, she is pretty much waifu material, but I think Joo Shiyoung is actually doing much better out there being a waifu unit, man. Or you like dropping huge ship on the enemies. Still, she has her niche as the anti-air unit, and people use her for the events that require it. Yes, she's definitely going to be great for the events that I mean, like, where you are actually going to be able to face a lot of the air units, and they can actually just swarm on you right away. And if that's going to happen, she's going to be out there for your rescue. Next is going to be, is she really worth pulling? Well, depends. If you don't have the Xiao, she is a good alternative. Yes, because she's actually on par with the damage when it comes to with Xiao, right? But the next few banners will introduce characters that will have more impact on the game, and that will be more future-proof. So guess what, guys? If you are a conservative type of free-to-play player, you can actually skip both of the units out here, okay? Or else, or at least you might actually go with Karin Wong. That's up to you. Joo Shiyoung, you can totally skip her, no problem with that, alright? Because she's pretty squishy, and in the battlefield, she might actually disappoint you a lot. That's the thing out there, alright? But when it comes to Karin Wong, she can actually bring a big smile on your face, but that smile may not last for very long because she might actually run out of meta real soon because of the really good units that are being promised to come real soon in the future, and that's the thing out there. Alright, so that's it and done, guys. Both of the units really not compulsory, really not like compulsion to actually summon both of them, but if you really want to summon any one of them, then go with the Karin Wong. And that's it. Karin Wong is definitely going to be a great unit for now, but later in the future, she doesn't have the future proofness. Whereas for the Joo Shiyoung, she's kind of like a balanced unit, alright, and she can actually go on even for the future out there, providing some utility. But you will have a lot of disappointments with her, okay? Because she's actually going to die pretty soon, and for those players who are actually going to see her die even before she has done anything in the battlefield, then well, it can actually be a really frustrating scenario. So that's it and done, guys. That's the review for the two incoming units, Karin Wong and Joo Shiyoung. Alright, vacation skin for the Joo Shiyoung and the Karin Wong released. So that's the vacation skin. I need the swimsuit skin. When are they gonna come out? That's gonna be the time when I might be actually spending my quads into those swimsuit costumes. Alright, but for the vacation skin, I gotta look at them fast. Okay, how much exposed they are. Anyways, fixed right over here, corrected some skill information, fixed some translation problems, notes. Maintenance compensation will be sent via email. Please check mailbox and claim it within 24 hours or else it's going to be expired. Wow, only 24 hours of validity, ladies and gentlemen. So try to get that 300 cards within that 24 hours of validity. Each account can claim maintenance compensation only once. All maintenance compensation will be sent out before May 27, 5 p.m. Alright? And if you can't receive the compensation for a long time, please try relogging and checking the email again. And meeting time is subject to change. So there we go, guys. That's the information for the update that's gonna come tomorrow. And are you supposed to be hyped? Not really, but if you are in love with the wife units, then well, Joo Shiyoung can actually give you some juice out there. Alright, Karin Wong is pretty great unit as well, providing a lot of damage in the field out there, being able to nearly rock and roll just like Kyle Wong. Oh man, the Karin and Kyle actually shares the similar surname. They both are from the Wong clan. No wonder that Karin is actually able to create that barrier that can taunt the targets. Jesus Christ. Okay, now I get it. Kyle Wong, Karin Wong. Okay, I got it, man. So yes, that's gonna be it, guys. So what do you guys think about this incoming new units and recruits? What do you think about the vacation skins? And what do you think about the CrossRoads event? Please let me know in the comment section below. Let's have some good discussion about it. And now, if you do love my video, please do hit that like and subscribe button right away so that, it would help me and motivate me. And if you have any other criticism, feedbacks, then do let me in the comment section below and let's have a proper discussion about it. And that's it and done, guys. This is it for today. See you guys in the next video.